African football, which is still on decline. What do you have to say?
For me, I think this is the point whereby CAF actually has to start getting involved and creating laws that will actually govern and determine how national bodies, both on the national, both federations and club side, whatever, should start obeying normal regulations and normal rules that govern the game. Because believe you me, this drama that happened today with the Nigerian football, with the Nigerian national team, it's not the first time it's happened. It's been happening. I remember there was a time in 2021 when Rivers United actually went to Libya
Yeah.
for a CAF Confederations Cup game. They
Yes.
were training in that stadium and the lights went off at night. And the Libyan FA, the club side actually asked them to go on training under darkness.
Can you
Why?
imagine?
Is it because of 3 points? It's sad here in the States because of the fact that we watch European competitions. It's
Yeah.
no surprise that you're actually seeing a lot of Africans tending to move towards watching European competitions. Every time you want to hear them talk about their favorite competitions, you hear them mentioning either the English Premier League, or you're mentioning the La Liga, you're mentioning the Serie A, or you're talking about the UEFA Euro competition, or you're talking about the Champions League or the Europa League, even the Conference League, which just started about 3 years ago, is already taking top precedence where the African continent is concerned. It tells you that Africa is doing something that is not actually right, and is actually making the tournament, making the continent's competition look second class. It's even got that even the Saudi league is even looking more lucrative than the African leagues, basically. That tells you that
Mm.
the African continent is not doing something when it comes to football management. Take, for example, let's give a lowdown of what actually happened today. Um,
Yeah.
William Troost-Ekong this morning actually put out a tweet saying that over 12 hours right now, they have been abandoned at the airport. This is an airport that they actually got to prosecute a game that will take place tomorrow. They've been left at the airport since yesterday. They got abandoned there. No food, no water.
Mm.
They said they were meant to actually get the airport were meant to land. On their way to land, they got diverted to go and land at another air base, which is 2 hours away from where their hotels are. That is already bad on his own side. Now, they landed. Let them go to their rooms. The bus that was to take them to their hotel was not provided.
Oh,
They said there
oh.
was no fuel in the bus. The problem. The pilot is not Nigeria, it's Tunisia. The pilot now wanted to go to his hotel with his crew. These are not playing staff, the airline crew.
Hmm.
Only for them to be told by the Libyan government that they would only allow the pilot to leave, but the crew cannot leave the plane. They cannot leave the airport. They cannot
Airport.
leave where they are. They had to go back to the plane to sleep on the plane. The players are sleeping on benches. It's sad. It's really, really sad. This is sad for African football. This is sad because of the fact that if Africa does not come as a united front,
Yeah.
what you're going to do is this: talents that will want to come and represent their nationality of birth
Mm.
will rather choose to move over to another country and decide to represent them.
Yeah.
Do you know how many talents Africa loses every year because of the improper administrative and managerial choices that African nations generally tend to do when it comes to talent? I'm not just put football aside. Talent-wise, we are losing talent every year because we fail to do the proper thing that is meant to be done about our sports, and other nations are actually observing. And what are they doing? They are giving our athletes offers that, in all honesty, you can't blame them. You will take it. I just remember last week, Kobe Mano was talking about an incident that happened to his dad's friend, where he
Friend.
said something about the friend had an injury, and he was actually playing for Ghana. He had an injury while on national team duty, and he was abandoned by the FA and by the government body.
Mm.
Was abandoned to take care of his treatment by himself. He said the guy eventually had to retire because of that injury. He didn't leave it. He actually didn't recover from it. He actually died in the process
Hmm.
of facing that injury. Now you see a like Obimeno, you are now asking him to come and represent the national team. He will not
I,
do it
never.
because he has already had and has already witnessed this kind of experience that we are getting from Africa's football administrators. It's not good. In fact, I think the latest update we got out is CAF is actually telling the FA to go ahead to play that match tomorrow with this kind of conditions.
Ah,
Seriously, is it because Libya actually has 1 point in the qualifiers that they want to do everything possible to make sure they get all 3 points? We saw what happened when they got here, because the truth is they've already gone to the media to go and paint stories that they were maltreated there. But the truth is, Debola Lajire, the spokesperson of the NFF, spoke out this afternoon saying that they gave them a flight itinerary that they were going to land at Uyo instead at Port Harcourt instead of Uyo 2 hours before they were to land. You see where the issue is coming from. The fault came
okay.
from their own end.
From down
Now
end. Yeah.
the FA did everything. Exactly. The FA did everything to make sure that they had to make a connecting. They made a connecting flight available at you at Port Harcourt to pick the team from Port Harcourt and bring them down to you. The Libyan FA rejected that offer and opted to make their own arrangements for transition using a commercial bus to take them, a bus to actually convey them down to you.
Can you imagine?
And now they are coming to court. They're not coming to tell everyone that they were maltreated in Nigeria. We all know the Nigerian system. The Nigerian system, we are hospitable people. We have no issues with you. But the thing is this: if this keeps on continuing, whereby we go outside to prosecute assignments and we start getting this treatment, we are not the only ones getting it. Almost every African nation is getting it. This mentality of home win syndrome, whereby away home teams do everything they can to make sure that away teams do not get a result. It's not good for the sport. It isn't good for the sport. It only instead tarnishes the image and the reputation of the African continent as far as the global reach is seeing it. And the honest truth is that whether we like it or not, this impact tends to affect our performances at international competitions in the long run.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's something that has to be changed, something that has to be stopped. The governing body needs to look into it and try and find a way to make sure that this kind of treatment does not come, because with that you're driving talent, you're driving investors, and you're driving people who actually have the interest of the sport away from the African continent. It has to stop.
Well, are they still going to play the match tomorrow?
Well, what we are hearing is that the Nigerian the players are already on their way back to Nigeria. They've already told CAF that they're actually forfeiting the game. If they want to give Libya the 3 points, they should go ahead and give Libya the 3 points. We cannot play in this kind of condition. It's not good. It isn't good. It's not good for the sport, and it's not good. It's not good for the brand that CAF is trying to bring out. In all honesty, it is not good at all.
Well, let's.
So if they want to have the 3 points, they should have it. Let the players come back safely. That's my major concern. Exactly. Honestly,
so annoying. It's very, very annoying.
It's annoying.
Well, very annoying. I don't know where we're going to end all this.
Africa has got to start to improve, because the truth is this: we keep on expanding the divide between Africa and other continents. It's expanding every single minute. With attitude like this, with this nonchalant characteristics and nonchalant behavior that African countries tend to portray to their fellow African countries, it makes no sense whatsoever. It has to stop, in all honesty. If not, you're going to have a case of what happened with Australia, which made them actually move away from the Australian continent, from the Oceanian continent, and they moved over to Asia.
Can you imagine?
Do we want to have that? Everybody will just say Nigeria will just move over and say we want to be part of Europe. Does it make sense? It makes no sense, honestly. It has to stop. No, it has to just stop.
All right, this is how far we can go. I want to say thank you, Jeffers, for showing up on this one. Massive love, bro. Massive love.
Wow. Honestly, this is a tournament whereby it's once in a while we tend to see our African players play on the continent. So when you're actually having this scenario whereby this kind of stories come out, as a football fan, you feel bad about it. You don't want to watch, and it's not good for the image of the game.
All right,
It
thank you
has
so
to
much.
change, honestly.
Thank you